Yeah, I'm out here in the industrial wasteland of Seattle again. Doing nothing. Headed to get some bits and pieces for something. Hey, what's up? Why don't you just drive through everything, you fucking jerk off? So, yeah, anyway, before always getting killed in the Fred Meyer Uber corporate parking lot, I wanted to go over a small topic that's very important to me. And that topic is small businesses. So I happen to be a small business owner, for those of you who don't know. And, you know, I think there's a lot of emphasis these days on corporations. And I know we've all talked about this shit to death, for sure, right? Because that's all you hear is, evil corporation, corporations are evil, corporation. Well, I own a corporation of some kind. I own a LLC. I'm a sole proprietor, meaning the only owner in a LLC. LLC's limited liability company. Boring. Anyway, who gives a shit? There's small businesses can operate as anything. Sole proprietor wise or not. You can be an independent owner of a corporation, or you can be a independent owner of a company. And there's all sorts of other designations in the States anyway. And I think a lot of people put some emphasis on buying shit from big box companies and corporations. And it's really kind of gotten on my nerves. The other day, I got a customer who called us, and we deal in remanufacturing, so I am a technician for a living. I am also the sole proprietor of an LLC, so I am a salesperson, customer care, tech support, and, an accountant, and every other fucking thing that goes with being a small business owner. Some of the Moto vloggers that I know are also small business owners, Space Pod being one of them. What's up, Space Pods? And, there's a couple other people, too, that vlog that are small business owners. And I think it coincides with that whole free-spirited bullshit where you feel like, you're an independent and you're different and you want to do things your way. You don't want to succumb to the office politics, the shitty wages, and the bullshit, and the 1 percentile of the rich who stay rich and you stay poor as a working class American. There's no more middle class. It's gone. It's literally been vaporized. And those of you who are working 45 hours a week, 40 hours a week, making $12, $13, $14 an hour, hell, $15, $16 an hour in big cities like, LA or Seattle or whatever, you guys are victims of it too, and you don't even know it. That's not the way things used to be. People didn't used to have to work 42 hours a week to make a living. It just wasn't that way. What's up, Beamer? Yeah. We make friends with the Beamer. We can have a little Austrian talk, yeah, and some German talk. They can be little friends together. Hello. My bike is more aggressive though, and more capable because you're a giant turd. But don't tell the owner I said so, okay? Yeah. You better start because you were grumpy today. Legolas. Pew, pew. Archerers. Alright, done with me errands. I'm gonna start my bike. I'm a fucking gloveless wonder today. I'm just going down the street when most accidents happen. Yes, typically it is. Oh, bloody fucking... There we go. Good boy. So, anyway, I'm on my big rant about, the non-existent middle class. And it's true. The middle class is gone. So I'll get right back into what I was saying. Most people don't know it, but they're basically slaves. Working for a shit wage, working maximum hours. They don't know better, and there's no reason to think any differently, because, as generations fade and new generations come in, you lose touch with that aspect because you simply weren't there. You weren't there way back when. Way back when YouTube first started out and it wasn't all monetized and full of greed and bullshit. So, don't do it. that was an example. You weren't there before fucking Google Plus, so you didn't know, that YouTube used to be easy to deal with. Fucking... I get comments from you guys sometimes that's flagged as spam. What the fuck is that? I get other people cussing on my fucking channel, and they're not flagged as spam. It's just such bullshit. Anyway, no more Google Plus. No more Google Fuss, as the Baron says. Google Fuss. Double bloody coke fest. Anyway, one of the things I really wanted to stress, though, is small businesses, you are used to buying on Amazon, you're used to buying from big companies. You live in America, there's a lot of strip malls and shit, and you're used to buying shit from those people. And chances are, that's all you've ever dealt with, and you don't know any better. And one of the things people don't get, I'm making a U-turn here, is, I like doing bunny hops. One of the things you don't get as a consumer, I guess, is that small businesses, while they are small and not impervious like most corporations are, because they have deeper pockets to please you, smaller corporations and smaller businesses, they make up 40%, somewhat of like 40% of America's fucking economy. So, stalled. That's jobs. That's work for people like you, me, and the other guy. They are really what started this country. This country was founded on small business. Small business was all there was at one time. And
Bad boys, what you want, what you want, what you gonna do when Sheriff John Brown come for you?
It continues to be shrunk. And suddenly, the entire country is blanketed with small businesses going away, mom and pops going away, and big corporations taking over. Now, this has become a long rant, and there's a lot of points I want to make about it. The reason small businesses are really important is because they can provide you with more than a corporation. A corporation is a faceless machine, right? It doesn't give a shit what you think, feel, or anything. It's going to give you a 1-800 number. It's going to give you a fucking automated system. In some cases, it's going to be hard to return things. It's going to be hard to talk to people. You're not going to get any advice. Can you imagine a world where, there is no one's advice? There's just buy it, click this button, fucking no expertise involved. Or you go to the parts store, no one there knows how to work on cars. They don't know what, triax is, or they don't know what a fucking generator is. They only know what alternators are because they sell 30,000 of them a week. This is the kind of thing where you're going to lose touch with your client base. And when you lose touch with your client base, you don't give a shit about your client base. You're in it for the money and you don't care. It's all automated. That's why everything's got an automated phone number and an automated system now. It's to streamline and save money. They want less people working, maximum profit. They're sourcing shit from other countries to get it even cheaper. And suddenly you're just, it's like the feeding bowl. You're a pig and they put out the feed and you don't give a shit what it is and you stick your little head in there and you eat that shit up. And that's it. You don't get a say. You don't have any weight as a business or as a consumer because you're one of billions and millions that shop at that corporation. Small businesses, they had a reputation. They had people behind the counter that can help you. They make up a lot of jobs in America. So what I'm trying to say is I think a lot of people overlook small businesses and they're afraid to buy from them. I get a lot of that from customers, that they're scared that you're small and that you're not going to be around, or that you're small and you're not going to take care of them. And typically it's really quite the opposite. Small business owners will typically go out of their way, especially this day and age when they're shrinking, to help you, to give you advice, to give you what you need, to make sure it's all right. Because, when you take out all that corporate horse shit, it's really you and the business owner. And that's it. There's no one else involved. There's no please dial 1-800 numbers. thinks I'm nuts. To, you know, what the compression stroke. Oh, big bitch. There we go. Good Lord. That was tough. Tell you what, if you miss at a revolution, you're fucked. Yeah, I don't know. Fucking long rant. Not really a rant. Small businesses are important. There may come a time where they're not even here anymore, really. But you're going to get a lot more out of a small business. They're going to give a shit. You know, you want to support local. You want to support small businesses. It's just what you do. It really fucking frustrates me when I get people on the phone who just don't see that. They don't get that. They don't get that we're going to go out of our way because we're a small business, and we're going to provide you with better support and service because we're a small business. We're hungrier than the big guys. You know, we want the business, and we're willing to work for it, you know, to grow and expand. So a lot of people don't get that. They don't see that as what is happening in the background. And a lot of people prefer to shop at big box companies because they feel that they're going to be around longer and they're more secure, which is absolute bullshit. Those guys can pull the trigger and pull the plug within the same week, and it won't matter because they're all insulated. They have investors, they have loans, they have things they can default on, and you know, pull up stake and be completely isolated from the impact. You know, when a small business owner opens a business, he's putting his ass on the line. He wants to be successful, and he's probably passionate about what he does. You know, and obviously you're going to get more out of someone like that. I'm not saying that small businesses are the cheapest places to go. Sometimes we have higher overhead, and we're trying to compete with online businesses. And if you're, you know, a retail box store, you can run into that a lot. It's tough. It's a tough world out there. But you know, you will get more out of a small business, and you will be in the long run better supported by a small business. You know, and doing it locally, it's really important because, you know, when UPS has got a gambit on delivery and their delivery service sucks, and you got Amazon doing drop boxes everywhere and shit. The whole world is like mail order now. It's like a mail order world. You're going to lose a lot of experts. There's not going to be a lot of experts around. It's just not. They're all but gone now. I live in an area, Seattle, that used to be really blue collar, and it isn't anymore. That's for sure. That shit's practically gone away. So yeah. Don't treat small business owners like they're incapable when you approach one or you're looking to buy a product or whatever. They're usually not. They're usually more knowledgeable than big 1-800 box companies. Sometimes you're going to pay a little more, but it's going to be worth it in the end. And why? Well, because you got someone to talk to support-wise and all that jazz. I shop online. You know, I get my shit from Amazon as well. I get it, but when it comes to certain things, you know, you have to weigh it. You have to, you know, realize that it's important. It's important to support certain companies locally.
Line split, mate. Australian for line split.
Fuck. I swear to God, I gotta hack that kickstand off. It's driving me fucking crazy.